What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big NCAA basketball show. Check out the entire show. Hit the link at the bottom of the screen, available exclusively on odds.com. We move over to the A10 Championship second round. This is a beauty game. 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Rhode Island Rams 10-14, 7-10 in conference versus Dayton Flyers 13-8, 9-7 in conference. We're at Stuart Siegel Center in Richmond, Virginia. And let's see what we are dealing with here. Sorry, a lot of things open. Dayton opening up as 3-point favorites. Wow, that's quickly moved to 4.5. This total opened up at 135. It's at either 136.5 or 137. Rhode Island closed the season losing 6 of 7 games. Their lone win was a double overtime victory at home over these Dayton Flyers. They're coming off an 86-75 loss at Duquesne. Second leading scorer, senior guard Jeremy Shepard, hurt his ankle in the loss. He will not be available for the game. They're led by leading scorer, senior Fats Russell, who scored 27 points in that loss at Duquesne. In the game before that, 78-70 loss to George Washington. He was 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. He's averaging 15 points, 4.3 boards, 4.3 assists on the season, and he's coming on late. Fats Russell, Jeremy Shepard, only Rams averaging double digits. As a team, they score 71.4 points, hit 44% from the field, 30.9 from 3, and 67.5 from the stripe. Dayton closed out their season with a big 55-52 win at St. Bonaventure as 7-point dogs. They shot 45.5% from the field, 50% from 3 to secure the win. 50% from 3 to secure the win. But they almost gave the game away. They turned the ball over 21 times. E.B. Watson was the only player to score double digits in the win with 14 points. He's averaging 15.6 on the season. Jalen Crutcher averages 18.2. Watson, 15.6. 6'10 freshman. Mustafa Amzil averages 10 points a game. They score 69.6 points per game. They shoot nice, 47.8 from the field, 36.5 from 3, 72.2 from the stripe. Very interesting spot here, Max. A10 Championship, second round, Rhode Island, Dayton. Let's go.
Yeah, I think that aside from my St. Bonaventure Bonnies, this is the other underdog when it comes to this conference and when it comes to conference futures. Luckily, they're on the other side of the bracket, so I'm happy about that. But this Dayton team, listen, they're healthy. They're fired up. They feel disrespected, and they're out for blood, out of their own words. So when I listen to some of the player interviews and Anthony Grant talking about the quality of defense that he expects this team to be able to play against this Rhode Island team, I just think that it's a bad matchup and a bad time to be Rhode Island and be playing Dayton. I think that with Dayton, this is a team that has to take advantage of a bludgeon Rams team. And it is important to also know that the Rams are good at this number. They are 2-1. So I think that Dayton is playing with a little bit of revenge when you cough up a game the way that they did, and then you're able to have a third game to go around and get a little bit of revenge. I think that that's going to be key. I love the fact that Chapman's back in the lineup for Dayton. I didn't like it, obviously, against my Bonnies. However, it does put Elijah Weaver where he belongs on the bench, playing a supporting role, not a complimentary role. And I think that with Jalen Crutcher, this is his time of year. I'm sure he's been on the phone with Obi Toppin. Obi's like, listen, bud, you made it happen for me. You got me to the NBA. Now it's your turn to shine, so let's see you do it. And I think they're going to. You know, I respect that the fact that this line is moved. I think that it is smart and accurate money. But now with this move at 4.5, Jim, I have to look at a first half play only on Dayton. I think that without enough value at this elevated number, first half's the only way to play it for me, and then to use it as a parlay filler. So I think that if Dayton's going to be able to cash for us, I think that the 3-point defense is going to be critical. Not locking down, but presenting the illusion of open 3-point shots, because we know that this Rhode Island team does not make a lot of threes without Jeremy Shepard in the lineup. And if you can give them the impression that they can make them, well, they may go 4 for 22 or something like that. I think that with Dayton, you got to keep the fouls low and you got to have balanced scoring. You got all these weapons now in the front court or back court. You need 4 of them at least to stand up and give you double figures. I think that when you look at Dayton, some of the biggest strengths that they've had in conference are making second half adjustments. And I think that if you're live betting this game also and we cash the first half, it's probably a move to make on Dayton because they're not a team on most occasions that's going to cough up leads and blow your second half plays. I think that with the way that Dayton guards physically and hard on the perimeter, it's just going to be difficult for Rhode Island and especially Fats Russell to do anything and get going. I think that with Fats coming off such a big offensive game, there is definitely some precedent to make a case for him having an off game next time out. If Dayton's strong on the defensive glass and limits their turnovers, which have been around 15 a game, I do think that they are going to be able to take advantage of a susceptible Rhode Island team that needs a high tempo to get the shot attempts that they need. So
Dayton it is. First half, do you have a limit?
2.5.
2.5. Okay. And a parlay filler, the Dayton Flyers. Interesting. There is a 4.5 at minus 106 available, but I understand your feeling there. Just too high?
Yeah, I think that when you saw that opening number of 3, maybe you go to 3.5, but we're talking about a conference tournament. Everybody's going to have the same kind of motivation. I just think that with Dayton being healthy and having as many different interchangeable pieces, the first half is going to give you a better indication. And then obviously we don't have any possibility of a tale of two halves, which happened way too often in college ball.
I hear you. All right. We will shop for Max in the morning.